If a big enough vacation could fix your stress, the most traveled people you know would be the calmest, and they're not. Here's the belief that keeps costing us. Welcome back. This is Dr. Lisa. We're on day 2 of vacation. And today we're talking about the belief that the right getaway will finally fix your stress and why that work is internal. Here's the belief we're breaking today, and almost everyone carries some version of it. The right vacation will fix my stress. If I can just get far enough away, long enough, expensive enough, I'll come back at a completely different person. It's, a certainly lovely idea, but it's also why so many of us end up disappointed because a vacation is a circumstance, and circumstances are surprisingly bad at changing how we feel for very long. Sonia Lubomirski, a psychologist at the University of California, Riverside, has spent her whole career studying what actually moves the needle on well-being. And one of her core findings is something researchers call hedonic adaptation. We adjust to the good things, the raise, the new house, the incredible trip. They lift us, and then we adapt. And the new normal quietly becomes the normal. Think about your own best vacation. The first morning, everything's vivid, the light, the air, the coffee. By day 4, some of that shine is already worn smooth. And that's not you being ungrateful, that's adaptation. It's the same mechanism that lets us get used to hard things, just running in the other direction. Lubomirski's work points somewhere that surprises people. A large share of our lasting well-being doesn't come from our circumstances at all. It comes from our internal patterns, how we direct attention, how we relate to our own thoughts, the practices we return to. In other words, the durable stuff is in the inside. The trip is the circumstance. Your nervous system is the setting. So when you pin all your hope on a getaway, you're asking a circumstance to do a job only internal work can do. And when the trip inevitably wears off, because everything does, you don't just feel normal again. You feel like you failed, like everyone else knows how to vacation and you don't. Stop comparing yourself. You didn't fail. You asked a beach to do therapy's job. Here's the reframe, and it's the heart of this whole week. You bring your nervous system with you, which means the real work is internal, and internal work is one enormous advantage over a vacation. You don't have to book it. You don't have to afford it. You don't have to wait for July. It's available on an ordinary Tuesday in an ordinary kitchen for free. Now, that's not a smaller life than the one on the postcard. It's actually a bigger one because it doesn't depend on getting away. It travels with you, including all 50 weeks a year that you're home. Today's practice. Notice where you've been waiting. I'll finally relax when I get away. Name one small internal practice you could start today. Today, not July of next year. And that's day 2. If the trip will fix it has quietly run your summer, comment help. And I'll point you to one where the real work started. That's day 2. And if the trip will fix it has quietly run your summer, comment help, and I'll point you toward where the real work starts. If this gave you one easier breath, help me pass it on. Like, subscribe, tap the bell, save it to a playlist, and drop a comment. I read every single comment. And thanks to everyone who's a subscriber. Every subscriber and every share brings one more person into the Nezzen community. And that's how we build it, one steadier day at a time. Tomorrow, the science of why the vacation glow fades so fast and how to make the good of a trip actually last.